Frank Clark from Glenville High School here in town passed his physical, and he's on his way to sign with the Seahawks. A possibility that he could play against the Browns this Sunday. That's from Josina Anderson. So they signed Frank Clark, who actually was there a few years back before he went to the Chiefs. When you look at this Seahawks-Browns game, what are some of the matchups that concern you? What are some of the matchups you think the Browns can take advantage of?
Yeah, so I think the matchups that the Browns could take advantage of on the defensive side is I like their matchup against these wide receivers. DK Metcalf is a really big physical guy. It's going to be interesting to see who they throw at him because you would assume it would be Denzel Ward. But I would kind of be interested to see what you can get away with Martin Emerson on him because Martin's so good in physical with tight ends, and covering DK is kind of like that. And the issues that you worry about with Martin, where he doesn't have the greatest hip explosiveness, he can't change direction super fast. Neither can DK. So I would test that matchup to see if you can get away with Martin there and have Denzel Ward and Greg Newsome on some other guys throughout the game. And I think that the pressure that the Browns defensive line will be able to create will be pretty impactful to this game as well. When it comes to the offensive side of the ball, I don't know, people ain't gonna like this. PJ gonna have to throw that thing a little bit, man. PJ gonna have to get back there and make some throws. I think that matchup, Devin Witherspoon versus Amari Cooper, is going to be interesting. And look for Elijah Moore. Hey, look, we've been looking for him, asking about him. We've been getting voicemails about him every time I'm on here, except this week where he stepped up in the fourth quarter. He was huge, instrumental in that fourth quarter effort to win that game on a field goal drive and on the game-winning drive. So Elijah Moore is also somebody I look out for because it seems like stuff started to click with him. He even caught that screen and went upfield. Like, I was like, okay, this is who they thought they had in training camp. So yeah, Elijah Moore, Amari Cooper, I like their matchups. And I think that, you know, PJ Walker is good for one insane out of his mind game every season. He kind of does this every time he plays. Like, he had that game last year, he had the game the year before. He will have an insane out of his mind game. Whether it will be this week, I don't know, but I'm telling you, we start PJ Walker enough, he gonna put up a 90 plus PFF grade game for no reason that nobody's expecting him to have. And it might be this week. So who knows?
What's the blueprint? How do they come away with a win? This is a tough place to play without question. Loud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got to take the crowd out the game, which means long drives on offense, long sustained 5, 6, 7-minute drives, and 3 and outs on defense as much as possible, right? You do that, you take away the 12th man, you make your field goals, you take away the 12th man, and you just got to wear them out and take away their home field advantage. This is going to be a game that's going to be primarily one on defense and then help along the edges on offense. You know, I think this is going to be a low-scoring effort. Both teams under 20. I think the first team to get to 20 probably wins this game. So you want to just slow the game down, make sure the pace is slow. But if you're getting 3 and outs and you're not getting 3 and outs on defense, this crowd's going to be into it. It's going to be hard to play. They're going to have all the energy going, and it's going to be a difficult spot. It's a tough game, man. This is a team tied for first place or close to tied for first place in a very tough division in the NFC West. So this is not going to be no gimme game here. Nobody should be walking in here thinking they're just going to show up and win. It's going to be a really tough test. If they win this game, though, Dave, with everything else that's been going on, that gives me confidence for the rest of the season that I don't care what's going on with the whole quarterback thing. We're going to be able to win a lot of games this year.